This week we're going to bring all of the shoulder stuff together, and we're going to show you a primary exercise that will integrate all of the movements and is a great fundamental lift for developing the shoulders and stimulating the rotator cuff. Now, is this the only exercise for shoulders? No. And is it the best? Not necessarily, but all the things that we've been building up on, this is a great exercise for shoulder prehab, rehab, and using it as a core exercise for developing the shoulders, okay? So a lot of people call it the Arnold Press. I just label it the overhead press. So I start people out in the neutral position, and then from here Nancy's going to press the dumbbells up overhead and rotate the palms forward. And so what we're doing is we're following that natural motion of the shoulders. Okay, go ahead and just do a few reps for us here. Okay. So as she's doing this, the elbows start to flare out when she's got the dumbbells about forehead level. Okay. If you're looking at your client from the side, you want to make sure that when they're overhead, that when I'm looking at them, I can see their face and the back of their head, but their ears should be covered. They shouldn't have an excessively lordotic lower back. Okay, if they have that, then they have tightness in the shoulders, and we would want to go back to the exercises we did last week with the overhead bar or the band. Okay, that's good. Okay, so another variation I like to do with this, and this is actually the one I select first over dumbbells, is the kettlebell. Okay, so it's the exact same motion. Okay, but now we have the kettlebells on the outside of the arms, and so now you have a little bit of extra weight pulling you into external rotation. So this requires you to stabilize just a little bit better. Okay, so if someone has a little bit more trouble with their rotator cuffs and their mobility is an issue, I'll start them off with dumbbells and then move them to the kettlebells. Okay. So we can see Nancy's bringing her elbows back down and in. We're in that closed pack position on the shoulder joint. Coming back up, rotating out, requiring extra work from the rotator cuff. Okay, so an example of what I was talking about the lordotic spine and tight shoulders, go ahead and press up. And so here, even more so. There we go. Nancy's exaggerating that motion. A lot of times when people have shoulder tightness or lat tightness, they can't open the shoulders up. And so what they do is they push the lower back in to get the dumbbell overhead. And now you can see also, we can see her ears. So she's, there we go. So now her ears are back, her back is swayed in. This is improper position. You want to bring the core in tighter and then squeeze, and now her arms are in front of her ears. So what we're going to talk about here is proper hand position with your kettlebells. You'll notice here that Nancy has her wrist cocked backwards. The kettlebell is pulling it back, okay? That's the wrong way. What we want to do is we want to tighten that wrist up. You want the kettlebell over the ball of right at the base of the pinky, and then locked into the groove between your thumb and forefinger, okay? So now she has a rigid wrist forearm complex there, so we're not going to risk worrying about damaging the wrist here. I like to tell people to squeeze the pinky, point the finger towards the ceiling, and that helps ensure that they're keeping their wrist straight.